Hello and welcome to this video from Inspire Cows, the channel dedicated to dairy health. My name's Mike Steele and I'm the dairy coach from Inspire Cattle Solutions. Today we're going to be talking about marginal milk and how you calculate it, which is actually the foundation of any profitability on your dairy. This is linked to two other videos. I have a video on the lactation curve and its importance linking to value on the dairy. And I have another video on dairy profitability and the economics of dairy, and these three are all related. Here I'm going to explain with an Excel spreadsheet what marginal milk profitability is. So we will need some inputs and we've got some outputs. And the yield is here. I'm going to put in 30 litres. And we're going to have an average herd of 500 cows. Now, when we talked about the lactation curve and interventions that increase our average lactation curve over the TMR target, then in this case I'm going to put in 1.5 litres. So we've achieved, by whatever we've done, maybe it's heat abatement or improving feed access or transition management, we've achieved 1.5 litres extra. Now we need some other inputs to get the value. So the first one is the feed price, and for this we're going to use the feed price in kilos of dry matter, so it's the price per kilo of dry matter. Now you'll notice that I've used a number here, and the number is relevant to the UK, so it's UK currency. But in this calculation, really what's important, you'll see at the end, is just the proportion, so it's the percent increase that's important. So you could put any currency in here and any number for your currency, because it's the proportions that's important. For this, I'm just going to use what's relevant to me. So this is 21 pence, and the milk price is 27 pence. Now my energy density, I've chosen megacalories of net energy of lactation per kilo of dry matter, and a typical value here is about 1.69 for a lactation ration. And I've put as an input dry matter intake at 25.8 kilos of dry matter per day per cow. And milk components, and this is important later. For milk components, I've chosen 3.9% fat, 3.2% protein, and 4.9% lactose. Now the reason I've put these as inputs is because each of these requires a certain amount of energy to produce in the udder, and that's important to work out our energy density. So if we go back to the outputs, now we've got all those inputs, we can work out the energy that's required for 1 litre of milk. What I mean here is that it takes 9.3 kilocalories per gram of energy to produce 1 gram of fat. It takes 5.5 kilocalories per gram to produce 1 gram of protein, and 4 kilocalories per gram to produce 1 gram of lactose. So at our inputs that we just put in, which is 3.9% fat, 3.2% protein, and 4.9% lactose, then this is the kilocalories that are required to produce that amount in each litre. So the total energy required for 1 litre of milk is 0.73 megacalories, which means that the energy density of our TMR that we put in earlier, 1 kilo of TMR supports 2.3 litres of milk. Now going back to our outputs, we can put these in: energy required for 1 litre of milk, 0.73, 1 kilo of TMR supports 2.3 litres of milk, our income over feed cost is the feed price divided by this number, which is 0.09 or 9 pence, which is the profitability of your milk. But that's at the normal TMR target. But for this extra 1.5 litres, remember, it's only costing the energy that's required for that litre of milk. We don't have to put in maintenance, pregnancy and growth. So the value of that extra 1.5 litres is actually 18 pence, which is double the income over feed cost. So that means this 1.5 litres of milk is twice as profitable. So the original income over feed cost per cow per day at 30 litres is £2.68. But with the 1.5 litres extra at the extra profitability, that 1.5 litres brings it up to £2.95. So that we're now yielding 31.5, not 30. Which means if we maintain this with the same number of cows over a whole year, if we were managed to do that, then our herd income over feed cost is £489,000, but our herd margin would bring it up to £538,000. So our extra 1.5 litres over a year, if we maintain it, brings an additional herd income of £48,920. Now, as I said, this is all currency, which may not be relevant to you. But the really important thing is that proportionally, that is a 10% yearly increase. Which doesn't sound much, but if I was offered a 10% increase on my wage, I would snap at that chance. And that is literally what you're talking about. This is the profitability of your business. And 10% growth on a business in a year is extremely attractive. Not many companies actually achieve that. So if you can do that by increasing your marginal milk by 1.5 litres, you can achieve a 10% yearly increase on income, which is considerable. Thank you very much for listening. My name's Mike Steele and this is Inspire Cows, the channel dedicated to dairy health. If you like this video, please click on the like, click on subscribe, and remember to click the bell notification so that you get notified first when the new video gets uploaded. Thank you very much. See you again.